A chunk of wood on a winter's night, a child's toy in the morning light. Hi, I'm Helen Sword. This is Helen's Word. And today we've got this beautiful little Swedish horse to carry us through our writing warm-up. You can do this exercise on your own, or better yet, with a writing partner, so that you'll have a chance to talk about it and reflect on what you've written afterwards. So grab a notebook and pen, and whenever you're ready, let's do some writing.
Underground river, falling rain, earth and sky, me and my heart, yeah.
So these horses are sometimes thought of as the national symbol of Sweden. They're called Dala horses because they originated in the Dalarna region, where woodsmen used to carve them late on a winter's night out of simple tools and leftover wood to make toys for their children. And then bit by bit they started to paint them, to decorate them more, and eventually they became objects of barter and trade, and now even collector's items. If you go to any tourist shop in Sweden, you'll see them in all kinds of different colors. I was recently at the ABBA Museum in Stockholm, where they sell a kind of musical disco version in black and gold. But traditionally, they're this beautiful reddish orange color. And the decorations on them can be distinctive of a particular village or even a particular painter. So today I'd like to invite you to consider the Dala horse, the Swedish horse, as a metaphor for your own writing practice. So there are lots of different ways you could approach this free writing exercise. It's really up to you. You own it. One possibility would be to write about a time when you've taken a shapeless lump of ideas and eventually turned it into an object that you could be proud of. You've honed it and shaped it and painted and polished it into something beautiful. Another possibility might be to write about a gift that you've given someone else or that someone has given you, a gift of their labor that has then been able to warm up your winter's night. So, for example, a mentor who's taught you something valuable about writing, or maybe even a reviewer who's given you a piece of feedback that helped you carry your writing in a new direction. If you're feeling creative, you could try writing a poem. So, for example, a poem about a Swedish horse in which the word writing never appears, but where every mention of the Swedish horse could actually be replaced with the words, my writing. Or if you're feeling utterly uncreative, because we all have days like that as well, you might try thinking of a writer's block that you're facing right now, an impediment to your writing, something that's holding you back. And see if you can brainstorm some ways of breaking through that block by transforming it into something positive, something that will move you forward. Lots of ideas here, lots of possibilities. Make it your own. We're going to take a good long time for this one, 10 minutes. Partly because my 10-minute sand glass happens to be pretty much the same color as the Swedish horse. So mount your steed, and when you're ready, let's get going, starting now. All right, time's up. I hope that went well for you. I ended up following my own suggestion and writing a poem about a Swedish horse that's actually a poem about my own writing. I won't read you the whole thing, but here are a few lines. My Swedish horse was once a shapeless hunk of wood. Now it carries me through the woods and over the horizon. I hope that your writing will do the same for you. Now would be a great time to discuss what you've written with a friend or colleague, or if you'd like, you can copy and paste it into the comment boxes down below. I'd love to see it, and I'm sure that other people would too. Thanks for showing up to write, and I'll see you next time.